Okay. I don't know where the gavel went. It's yours. Okay, Sayreville Zoning Board of Adjustment for December is called to order. All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Notice of this meeting has been satisfied in accordance with Chapter 231 of Public Law 1975 by advertising in the News Tribune, notifying the Sentinel Publishing Company and the Star Ledger, and posting on the bulletin board and filing with the county clerk, the borough clerk. Madam Secretary, roll call vote, please. Here. 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 Here.
Mr. Stockstein. Here. Mr. Castlebrand.
Here.
Mr. Bella.
Here.
Okay, this evening we have 3 applications, and then we have to discuss the report, the annual report prepared by John. So today, our first case is case number 2324, Emily Golombieski, 60 Karcher Street. Can you please come forward?
I believe that you're going to be the only witness, so I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm that you give the truth today for this application.
Yes.
Your name and address.
Emily Golombieski. Here.
With this. Okay. Emily Golombieski and 60 Karcher Street, Sayreville, New Jersey.
Okay, thank you. So please tell us what you'd like to do on your property and why you'd like to do it in your own words.
So first, I'm going to be putting a porch on the front of my house, as well as pushing the house out forward to create a dining room, because I don't have one right now. And then upstairs will be a master bedroom and 2 other bedrooms and 2 bathrooms for my daughter and myself.
You're gaining more space for the house.
Right, yes.
Okay. And what are the variances? Do you know those, or Andrew, can you tell us, or John?
These, that, you want me to list them all?
Sure, just for the record.
Okay, the proposed 6 by 33 first floor addition in Roach's front yard setback, 20 feet minimum and 13 proposed, R7 zone. Number 2, proposed 6 by 33 first floor addition in Roach's side yard setback, 8 minimum and 5 proposed, R7 zone. Proposed 6 by 33 first floor addition in Roach's combined side yard setback, 20 minimum, 14 proposed, R-7 zone. Proposed additions exceeded maximum allowable building lot coverage, 20% max, 26 proposed, R7 zone. Proposed additions exceeded maximum allowable total overall in previous coverage for R7 zone, 45% max and 47% proposed.
Okay, thank you. So one of those is you're just kind of squaring off the house,
Correct,
right? And then you're adding the porch.
yes.
But it looks to me like there's steps already there that extended out in front of the house.
Correct,
Right. And on the side, there were steps there also, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What, and you're just adding like a little coverage in the. on
Yeah,
the
it's just
side?
a covered porch, and
Yeah.
then the side is, they're just actually redoing what's already there.
Okay, but those stairs already existed.
Correct,
Right, okay. And so we always ask these questions, the house will remain a single-family house,
yes,
right? And all of the additions will be finished to match the existing house?
correct.
Okay. Board members, any questions on this application? Anybody, any professionals have any comments? No? Okay, okay. Anything? Nothing? Okay. We're going to open this application up to the public for public comment. Anyone in the audience who wants to comment on this application? Please come forward.
No.
Seeing nobody, I'm going to close the public portion. Any other comments before we dispose? If not, can I have a motion on this application, please?
To approve.
All right, who made the motion? Mr. Emma and Mr. Anthony seconded. Okay, Madam Secretary, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Dubinsky?
Yes?
Mr. Esposito?
Yes.
Mr. Emma?
Yes.
Mr. Kane?
Yes.
Mr. Stockton? Yes. Mr. Castleton?
Yes.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Okay, and John, do you want to comment about the memorialization?
Yes, at the, I was requested to have the resolution prepared, for which I have. I need to just quickly review it, make sure that it meets everything we just said. So at the end of the meeting, we can vote on the resolution for this one and for the other two applications.
Okay, and so you'll receive this tomorrow or the next day
Okay.
through the office.
Okay, all right,
Then that's what you can use to get your building permit.
okay,
Okay, all right, but they'll help you out in the
all
construction.
right, awesome, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
we're,
much.
yeah, we're trying to, since it's the end of the year and who knows what's going to happen for next year, we're trying to clean everything up. So applicants aren't hanging, waiting for approvals. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, our next application is number 2325, John Amanda Townlin, 11 Kirsch Street.
Please
Okay,
raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you will give today will be the truth? Okay, thank you. Please give your name and address.
Amanda Helen?
You can speak into the.
actually, can you pick up the other one, the one that's on, yeah?
Amanda Dowland, 11 Kirst Street.
Okay,
And
John Towlin, 11 Kear Street.
and you will be the witnesses and the chairman.
okay. So please explain to us what you would like to do with your property and why you would like to do it.
We have a single car garage. So we wanted to add, oh, sorry. We have a single car garage. We wanted to add an additional garage and then some space on top to give us some more closet space. So a bigger garage and some closet space over the garage.
And over the garage, is that like a second floor?
We do have a second floor, so we'd just be sort of going off of the master bedroom.
Okay, so it's just a continuation of your,
Just
Yes,
going into the new garage a little bit. Yeah.
okay.
yes, it's connected to the house.
The reasons for this is,
More closet space. We have two girls.
okay, all right. Okay, and variances, do you have your sheet just for the record?
Yes. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Proposed garage addition encroaches side yard setback for R10 zone, 10-foot minimum and 6-foot proposed. Proposed garage addition exceeds maximum building lot coverage for R10 zone, 20% maximum and 23% proposed. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so there's two variances, okay.
Mr. Chairman, if I may interject, the plans that I received in my packet at least have some different numbers. They have a 28.5% building coverage, and they also have a impervious coverage of 42.3%, where 40% is permitted.
Yeah, okay, I see that on the drawing also.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if the plans changed from the initial zoning determination, but the plans in front of us at least have those other numbers.
I have, I don't know if you want to see this is.
It says rear covered patio.
Oh, that would be, that's a new part of the,
So the cover.
forgot about that.
that even on there or no? I don't think it's on there.
Not as a, because I don't think we need the variance for that.
Okay, so based on the plans appear to be overshooting what counts toward the different coverages. So the numbers that were on the determination that you put on the record, the 23% for the building coverage, 6-foot side yard setback, and that's all we're dealing with.
So on the drawings, they were incorrect. They calculated them incorrectly.
Mr. Chairman, just a question. I'm looking, you have a concrete patio. Are you putting a roof over that existing patio?
Yeah, probably do that and put a covered patio in the back.
Okay, so maybe that was the difference. That's, okay.
So the whole garage is only, is not 2 stories, it's just 1 story?
Yes,
Okay. But there is. But you mentioned the 2nd story walk-in closet, so is that already an existing 2nd story?
there
or-
is an existing, a second story now. And it doesn't go over any of the garages. So we were gonna go over,
Okay. Okay, all right.
I believe in the proposed garage, you've got double storage for cars. You're going to stack your cars in the
Yes.
garage, so it's got a higher ceiling because of
yes,
that. But the walk-in closet is going to go over part of the garage.
So the existing garage now is single story, and they're gonna go over that roof.
Correct.
They're not gonna go over the new part.
And they're making it double, 2 side-by-side garage. It'll be double car instead of single.
Okay,
But it's going to have a higher roof because they've got stacking of vehicles on the side of the new addition.
that's correct.
and then it curves around to the back. Is that just for storage also? The
In the garage,
garage?
yes. Storage, cars,
I don't think it curves around, does it?
doesn't.
I
well, it
think
just
you
get-
have doors for access into the
Oh.
garage off your
Oh, for
patio.
the patio,
Yes.
yeah, the door.
There's an access off the patio into the garage, I assume for storage.
All right, same question I asked before. This will remain a single-family house,
Yes,
and any addition would be matched, the exterior will
Yes.
match the existing?
yes,
Okay, and since you're expanding the garage, you're just using it for personal storage of cars and lawn equipment,
Yeah.
family items, no businesses run
Yes,
out of
no.
the new garage, okay? Just standard questions. Any board members have any questions or comments?
I do.
Okay,
On these lifts that you're putting in, is this going to be a 4-post lift or two-post?
Well, 4 posts, so I could stack the car. Yeah.
4-post?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so it's good, you'll be able to stack 2.
yeah, just for storage. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I got a TRX now that's gonna go in the bottom for every day, and then hopefully another sports car for up top, soon enough, maybe a Corvette or something,
Okay.
along those lines.
Another question I have, is the contractor that you have, Robert Downey, is he going to put these lifts in or is that a separate contractor?
I haven't decided that yet, but most likely Rob will be doing it.
Okay, thank you.
so the extra space is basically for a hobby.
That's it.
Okay, all right. Any other board members have questions about this application? Any professionals have anything? Okay. Is there an additional curb cut, Jay? Do you know?
They're not showing it on the plan. They are showing a widened driveway. I don't know if you plan on widening your curb cut. You would just need to obtain a permit from the construction office if you want to work in the right of way.
Okay. Thank you.
Or any side yard issues with the curb cut?
Well, Mr. Chairman, there's a 5-foot setback required for the driveway. He's showing 6, so he doesn't need a waiver for the width of the driveway.
Okay, thank you. Okay, last chance for comments before we open it to the public. All right, anyone would wish to make a comment on this application? Please come forward. Not seeing anyone, I close the public portion. And can I have a motion for this application? Okay, Dominic made the motion and Mr. Emma seconded. Okay, Madam Secretary, roll call vote.
Mr. Kaczynski.
Yes?
Mr. Esposito.
Yes.
Mr. Emma.
Yes.
Mr. Zini.
Yes.
Ms. Paxton. Mr. Castleton.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Our attorney has prepared the memorialization in advance. Usually we do that in the following month. We're trying to clean things up since it's the end of the year. And so hopefully you'll have it by tomorrow or the next day through the construction office.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. And our last application this evening is case number 2326, David and Sherry Quo, 3275 Washington Road.
We'll use the portable.
Are you waiting for the resolutions?
No, they can go. They can go. If you could raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth for this application?
We do.
We do.
Okay, if you could please give your name and address.
I'm David Kuo, and I live at 3275 Washington Road.
Sherry Kuo, 3275 Washington Road.
Okay, thank you. So please tell us what you'd like to do and the reasons for doing it.
It's for a fence, a 6-foot variance fence. Okay. Around the back.
Around the backyard?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. I see it goes around the two sides and the back. And that's it, right? Between your house and the fence, it's open? It's just like a U, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is there a fence there now?
It was a 4-foot fence with trees.
4 and 5 foot
4 and a 5-foot.
chain link fence.
Okay. The reason you would like to, is the fence in disrepair, or why are you changing the,
The trees keep dying, spending money on the trees, the fence is rusted, and it just aesthetically doesn't look right.
okay, can you just use the microphone, please?
Sorry.
Okay, all right, so you're replacing it because it's in disrepair. And can you describe the type of fence? Is it vinyl? Is it,
Yeah, it's a 6-foot vinyl fence.
okay,
Solid
vinyl fence,
solid vinyl.
okay. All right, any board members have any questions? No? Ron?
Mr. Cornell, the site triangle is sufficient on this application?
That's correct. This is at the corner of Harrison Place and Washington Road. The fence is to the rear of the property, so it's not in the site triangle near the corner of that intersection.
Thank you.
And the fence is right on the property line?
Correct.
Yes, okay. Any other comments from professionals? No? Okay. Anyone in the public wish to make a comment on this application? Please come forward. Not seeing anyone. Close the public portion for this application. Any further comments before we vote? No? Okay, could I have a resolution on this application? Okay, Mr. Bello made a motion to approve. Seconded by Mr. Emma, right? Okay. All right, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Kaczynski.
Yes?
Mr. Esposito.
Yes.
Mr. Emma.
Yes.
Mr. Green.
Yes.
Paxton. Yes. Mr. Castleton.
Yes.
Mr. Beck.
Yes.
Okay, your application has been approved. Our attorney is working on the resolution. Like I said before, usually we handle that the following month, but since it's the end of the year, we're going to try and clean everything up. So construction office will get that to you. Okay, all right.
Night.
Okay, good night. All right, since we didn't have a meeting in November, we have minutes for October's meeting that we need to approve. And I have a motion to approve the October meeting minutes. Can I have a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, the meeting minutes have been approved. And one final item is John has prepared an annual report, which is, I guess, required by statute. And I'll give him a chance to discuss it, but this is not for this year, this is for the previous year.
Yeah.
So we're just making it under the wire.
Coming in right under the wire. As you said, we didn't have our November meeting. I was gonna have it ready for that meeting, but here we are, we made it. So the annual report is really just a summary of the activity that the board undertook during 2022. We had 11 meetings, total of 19 applications were heard. It's a little bit lighter in volume than a few of the preceding years. The big applications we had 5 use variance applications, warehouse application, installation of electric charging stations at the Wawa on Route 9, a cell tower application, the maybe fourth and final version of the BKD multifamily development at the old nightclub location, and the Julian and Wanda Diaz Lopez application at 3225 Washington Road, the Priscilla Jewelry, which was denied. The purpose of the report is really to identify if there are any trends that may warrant action by the Borough Council or the Planning Board in terms of recommendations for changes to the ordinance. The main type of application, or the most common type of application that we saw, it was related to the size of accessory structures, which is an issue we've discussed in the past. And I think that the board's stance on that in the past has been that the preference is to keep the restrictions that we have in place, the ordinance that we have in place as it is, because it provides a certain level of oversight. I know some of the questions we always ask about whether or not there'll be a commercial use. Usually these are detached garages, things of that nature. So I think that we've discussed that in the past, and I wouldn't recommend any change in that finding unless someone feels otherwise. So just really in summation, I don't think there was anything that warrants any specific recommendations. We didn't see a real change in patterns or change in activity from previous years, and it was a fairly mild year as things go.
That was in the middle of COVID, pretty much, because this is 22 we're talking about.
Yeah, sort of tail end of it. We had I think 21 was a busy year because we had a lot of people who were doing additions and pools and things like that. I think 22 we tailed off a little bit with some of that activity. I know there had been a lot of variances related to pools, whether it was the fencing or the size of the pool or the setbacks, but those kind of tailed off in 22. So I think a little more kind of back to normal, if you will. But nothing that really jumped out at me as a major point.
Anyone have any comments about the annual report?
Did you take a peek at 2023? See how we're trending up or down?
I think down because we had like 3 or 4 meetings we didn't have. I know we had several cell phone applications. That was kind of the thing that was at the top of my head. Some of these co-location applications where they're putting additions onto existing towers or existing facilities. I think we had 3 of those this year, which was a little more than normal. But other than that, a little bit slower in activity just because of the lack of fewer meetings, at least. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so we need to approve it, and then I don't know who actually physically sends it to the council and the planning board. I guess, Joan, you send it?
Joan can forward it along, you know.
You know who the proper person to address it to? Okay. All right, so can I have a motion to approve the annual report prepared by John for 22? Okay, Ron makes the motion to approve. Anybody want a second? Mr. Castle Grant? And roll call vote.
Mr. Kaczynski.
Yes?
Mr. Esposito.
Yes.
Mr. Emma.
Yes.
Mr. Green.
Yes.
Mrs. Costello. Yes. Mr. Castlebrand.
Yes.
Mr. Bell.
Yes.
Okay, the report's been approved. Thanks, John, for doing that. And well, you'll have to do next year's. I mean, this year's a little bit sooner, I guess. Although it was a light year, so shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I'm going to open the meeting to the general public for general comments, just to be official. Not seeing anyone, I'm going to close that portion of the meeting unless there's someone on the computer, Joan. Nope, no one's on the internet or the computer. Okay, so we're going to close the general opening to the public. Anyone else have any comments or concerns that they want to talk about? Oh, and we can vote, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, pass those 5 down there. Pass these. For that. Yeah. Okay. And once we go through this one, we'll go, I'll then pass out the next one. I think that's easier just to keep it set. As you can tell, from looking at all these various resolutions, I kept to the same form of that the resolutions were by my predecessor. So basically, they are all essentially the same. The only thing that will be added to 23-24 is in number 3, the applicant name will be put there. The applicant, Emily Golubevsky, testified in support of the application. Outside of that, the rest of it will stay the same. You can vote when you are ready.
Okay. Prepared the particulars based off what was submitted in their application packet.
Yes.
And I don't really see, didn't make any changes. So that would have made it easier. Okay, so can I have a resolution for memorialization of 23-24? Motion made by Mr. Castle Grant and a second. Second. By Mr. Emma. And roll call vote.
Mr. Kaczynski.
Yes.
Mr. Esposito.
Yes.
Mr. Emma.
Yes.
Mr. Green.
Yes.
Mrs. Costello. Mr. Castlebrand.
Yes.
Mr. Bell.
Yes. The next one is 23-25, which is the Towlands. There will be 2 changes. Paragraph 3, again, will say the applicant, John and Amanda Towland, will be added there. And then on the second page, paragraph 1 at the bottom, it'll say in the 3rd line, herein specifically, the house will remain a 1-family house and the addition to remain as the original period. Nothing was said about the water flows to the street, although that's something obvious that was not discussed, so I will take that out. Otherwise, it also remains the same.
Okay, so can I have a motion for the resolution 23-25? Okay. Motion was made by Joanne and seconded by Mr. Green. And roll call vote, please.
Mr. Kaczynski.
Yes.
Mr. Esposito.
Yes.
Mr. Emma.
Yes.
Mr. Green.
Yes.
Mrs. Costello. Mr. Castlebrand.
Yes.
Mr. Bell.
The next one we're going to discuss is 23-26. David and Sherry Quo.
Yes, the applicants' names are added in there. And then on the second page, there was nothing really added on whatsoever. So I took out number 1. And so therefore renumbering, 2 becomes 1, 3 becomes 2, et cetera, all the way down to 7 becomes 6. Outside of that, there's nothing else. That was the simplest one there. So
And this is for the fence.
this is simply for the fence.
Okay, so can I have a motion for the resolution 2326? And seconded by Mr. Bella.
Mr. Kaczynski.
Yes?
Mr. Esposito.
Yes.
Mr. Emma.
Yes.
Mr. Green.
Yes.
Mrs. Gottstein. Yes. Mr. Castlebrand.
Yes.
Mr. Bell.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I will email them over to you tomorrow. Joe.
Okay.
Okay, last chance for any comments. It's the end of the year. Thanks all for coming. And hopefully we'll see each other next year. Okay, all right. Have a motion to adjourn. And a second? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you very much. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.